Okay, we are live. Hello everybody, and for the regular viewers of the channel, welcome back. I've decided as I'm back to work tomorrow, I thought I would do one nice full flight live stream. From Heathrow Airport to Kastrup, Copenhagen. So it's around about a 1 hour flight time. Just making sure I've got some bits put onto Discord, try and get some viewers. So we've had a few issues lately with Sim Brief, which is what I used to use for planning our routes. But we've had a few issues, and the AirAC cycle has gone far too out of date. And now, all of a sudden, I'm basically getting complete failures and things like that. But I found a workaround, so we're going to go ahead and put all of that data in very shortly. We're at London Heathrow, and we are at stand I think 508 from 50. I think we're at 519 actually from memory. But I'll just bring up ChartFox and have a little look. What I'll do as well is I'll just I'll set my share screen to share with you guys, as I've done in previous videos. So I like to bring up all of the charts, and importantly as well, we need the aircraft parking docking chart. And I've had to actually move twice. So there we are. 519 is our stand. We'll close ChartFox for now because I've got a lot of tabs open. SimAware, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of those as well, to be fair. So I've generated this route on SimBrief, Heathrow to Copenhagen. And annoyingly, it's incorrect. It's invalid, as I was just saying. So just put on a piece of paper while I remember our call sign: Speedbird 810, stand 519. We're an A32NX. We need to get the information from the ATIS, and we want IFR clearance to Copenhagen. I was going to spawn at Copenhagen and start from there, but there's actually an event on, and there's about 100 aircraft in and around the airfield, so I thought I'd fly in, do a turnaround and maybe fly back. So you can see it's generated this route here: Brooklyn Park, 7F, Tudlow 2 Delta, and everything in between. Now the annoying thing is it's actually an invalid route. So I've had to go on to this website, SkyVector, although you do not under any circumstance file a flight plan or anything through here, but I was just using it to check my route, and I've actually tweaked it and amended it so we have a valid flight plan basically. So I just need to go ahead and pop that into the aircraft. So we're flying Echo Golf Lima Lima Heathrow / let's see if I can make sure it's all nice and clear for you guys. Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel, which is the airport code for Copenhagen's Kastrup. That goes into the top there. We've got no company routes, so we just click on return, and we're heading east, so we need an odd flight level. We'll go for flight level 330, and our call sign is the Speedbird 810. Oh, wrong button. BAW 810. That needs to go into the flight number tab. Wow, fat fingers. There we go. the alternative airport on SimBrief is EDDT for some reason. But, well, I'll stick it in. Doesn't matter. We won't be diverting. So we need to build our flight plan. So we are flying from Heathrow, and at this point what we do is, if I share my screen again for you guys, we need to go onto vPilot and get the latest information. Because we've got air traffic control at Heathrow at the moment, we can go ahead and double click on ATIS. We can see we've got information Sierra, so I need to write that down on our piece of paper. Arrival runway is 27 left and departure runways are 27 right. So that's important because now we need to select the runway here. We know that departures are on 27 right from Heathrow, so we go ahead and select that one. And we've got the Brooklyn Park 7 Foxtrot departure. So we can select that and it goes into the top middle selection there on SID. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead and zoom out a little bit for you guys. And you can see there it starts to build our departure. So we fly over Burnham and turn right back on ourselves towards Brooklands Park. Now, one of the new things in the mod is that we can actually just return to temporary flight plan, and it keeps everything temporary. And we can build, continue to build our flight plan from Brooklands Park. So we'll go ahead and enter Brooklyn Park, and what I now use is Sky Vector. So we can see the next part of our plan is the Quebec 295 airway to Brain. So we go into the airway tab. Quebec 295 to Brain. And that should start to build in here, although we can't see it because it's jumped. You'll see it there. Yeah, it's gone back to Copenhagen for some reason. That's fine. We then have the Mike 197 airway. Oh dear, what have I done? There we go. Mike 197 to Redfer. Mike 197 goes into the VIA to Redfer, which those of you who fly into Amsterdam regularly will be familiar with. And then from Redfer we want the Lima 620 to Tasha. Lima 620 Tasha. And then we have a direct to Spy. So we need to insert what we've got so far. And you can see if we go to our plan mode on our nav display, you can see that that's actually built into Tasha there. Go. So it's building in quite nicely for us now. Because we've got a direct to waypoint, we need to enter Tasha, and we just type in the next waypoint into this part of the scratch pad, which was Spy, S-P-Y. Enter that into next waypoint, and it will give us lots of options because there are multiple VORs called Spy. There it is. So if we click on it, we can see on our information that it comes up with here, it's 52 degrees north, 4 degrees east. 52 degrees north, 4 degrees east, so it's actually the second one down. So we can go ahead and select that one. And we can check by going down on the nav display, across our plan, and we can see from Tasha we've then got Spy, which is correct. We've gone back into temporary flight plan mode. But from Spy it was the November 873 airway. Spy Airways tab. November 873. Oops. What are we doing? November 873 to Grony. G-R-O-N. Grony. Make sure you spell them correctly as they go in. You'll see after a minute or so it'll update on our nav display here, Beyond Spy. There we go. And beyond Groney was the November 873. Come on, what's going on here? November 873 to Bedham. So actually what we could have done, if I'd have read that before I went and put it in, is we could have just done airway at the very top, November 873 to Bedham. That's all we needed to do really, and that would have done that whole route, that part of the route for us. Then we need to go direct to DHE, which is here, Helgoland. So we need to go and insert that, and I quite like it when this happens because we have to, it gives us an opportunity, without building the entire flight plan, it actually gives us the opportunity to go ahead and check our route so far before we get all the way through it and then have to delete it and start again, because that would be quite annoying. So we can see Spy, Betis, Keksix, Groney, Bedham. And then from Bedham we need to go to the lateral revisions page, and we want to put Delta Hotel Echo. Next waypoint. And if you look, both of those are the same, so we just go ahead and click the top one. We've gone back into temporary flight plan mode. And then from DHE, it was the Papa 729 airway to Dosor, and then to Tudlow. So actually, we can just do Papa 729 Tudlow. Papa 729 to Tudlow. Tango Uniform Delta Lima Oscar. We just go ahead and insert that, and that is also our the start of our our instrument arrival routes. So we can go ahead and click Dest EKCH arrival. Now looking on some of the online resources earlier, it looked as if they were using runway 22, so I'm going to go ahead and just select 22 left for now. Tudlow is an option, and I'll flick back to SimBrief to try and find the one that they gave us, which was Tudlow to Delta, which isn't there, but we'll go for Tudlow to Foxtrot. And if this works for me the other day, I actually typed Tudlow to Foxtrot and hit enter. Okay, and it's not doing it this time. No bother. So we've got our route. What I'll do is I'll copy that, because now we need to build it into vPilot. So we're going from Echo Golf Lima Lima to Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel, and departure time, so it's 1300 Z at the moment, so we'll do 1315. And SimBrief will give us our time en route. If I go ahead and so 22 generate flight plan. So I've stopped actually using SimBrief mainly because of the out-of-date routes, which is really annoying. When we look at that, it's telling us to go to Tegel, which is just utterly stupid. What I will do is we divert to Malmo actually, so I'll just get the airport code for Malmo. MMA, but that's not the one I want. I want ESMS. So before I forget, ESMS. I'll update that shortly in the flight plan there. Sim brief was giving us a time en route of 1 hour 37, and we're going to have enough fuel for 2 hours 45 because there's enough. There's quite a busy event on at the moment. We'll just go ahead and paste our route in. Toddler to F, I think, is the one I selected, wasn't it? Toddler to F. Yeah, let's do that. Toddler to F. So all of that looks good, and ESMS was at alternate airport. And we go ahead and just press file. Oh, and in all that time, Heathrow Tower's gone off. Standard. It's annoying when that happens. So we've got all of our flight plan built in, and now in absence of the tower, you're probably then thinking, well, how do we actually get METAR information for our QNH and everything else? Well, in the chat box on vPilot, just type .METAR EGLL, and there we go. It gives us a METAR, the latest METAR for Heathrow Airport. What I also have in the sim is Unreal Weather. Free mod, and you can sort of compare the two there. So that's giving us a QNH of 1039, temperature of 6, variable at 2 knots, 7,000, and scattered at 300 feet. Let's see. So it's a little bit behind. That's got a QNH of 1040, but that METAR there was of 0920, so that's very out of date. If we go on to Unreal Weather, this METAR was generated at 1250, so just a few minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. So actually that's the accurate one, 1039. There we go. Forgot to turn the old motion blur off. Can't stand it. It's got all the IRS and everything aligned. And I'll just pull the flight plan from the server. So London Control is on, and there is a way to see if he actually covers us. We go to VATSIM.uk and we click on Pilots drop down area sectors, and you can click on I'm departing IFR from a London airfield. How do I know who to call? And then it gives us a list. Airports within the sectors are marked with diagrams in the next section. So Heathrow is there. London Centre 127825, which is what we've got. So we do have ATC 127825.
Any of the links Alpha to Alpha 4.
So we'll go ahead and get our clearance in a second.
German Cargo 191 ready for departure.
German Cargo 19127 cleared takeoff to wind 27 degrees at 10.
27 clear for takeoff, German Cargo 191.
KLM 369 Amsterdam is offline, Unicom, catch you soon.
Unicom KLM 369.
There we go. Let's have a chat with him then. So it's stand 109, 519. London Centre, very good afternoon. Speedbird 810. Are you doing clearance for Heathrow?
Speedbird 810 London, good morning, push and start approved face east.
Oh. Push start approved face east. You doing IFR clearance?
810, I did send, actually no I haven't sent you a PDC, sorry mate, stand by. There you go, Speedbird 810, I've sent you that, you can call me back push and start, apologies.
That's alright, I was ready for push start anyway, yeah, thank you.
There we go, we worked well together then, push start approved face east.
Push start approved, faced east and squawk 3456 for Speedbird 810.
London Stewart, 32 Tango with PDC, request push and start, stand 536. Heathrow.
32 Tango, stand 536, push face north.
Push north, Stewart, 32 Tango.
Nortrans 2960, resume navigation direct Lapra.
Direct Lapra, Nortrans 2960.
Let's go ahead and get our pushback. We've got Pushback Express.
Good afternoon, Stewart, on for
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight.
We are ready for pushback.
Just one call,
Engine
go as long as
start.
you got enough wing tip clearance,
Release
push
the
and start
parking
approved
brakes,
face
please.
north.
Parking brakes released.
You know what I didn't do?
Speedbird 999 first, ready
In
for
all of the haste.
799 Fox 27 right, clear takeoff, going
8518.
calm.
Seal takeoff 27 right, Speedbird 999 first.
Tap Echo Sierra descend altitude 3,000 feet, the QNH 1040.
Descend 3000 on 1040, Papa Mike X, yeah.
Doing this quickly as I can.
Speedbird 01, pushback complete, requesting taxi via Lima Alpha 5 to runway 27 right.
Speedbird 001, join Lima, Bravo, link 21, link 22, holding point Alpha 2.
Copy Lima Bravo, link 21, holding Alpha.
At your discretion.
There we go.
Tap Echo Sierra right, turn heading 185 when established localizer runway 20 descend with the glide.
Right turn 185 and establish for the local for Papa Mike X.
Scandinavian 56 change bound the departing British Airways 321, line up 27 right behind.
Behind departing 320, line up and wait behind Scandinavian 56 Yankee.
God, the tug is
Good,
going
60
really
Unicom
slow.
catch you soon.
So what I need to do is really naughty.
Virgin 5 Charlie Unicom catch
But
you
he
soon.
threw me off a little bit there.
122.8, bye bye.
We need to get all of our data put into the init pages and our performance pages. and things like that.
Nortran, sorry, Speedbird 794 Unicom 128, see you later.
Monitor Unicom 122.8, Speedbird 794.
This pushback's taken forever. There we go. So we'll kill the pushback.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
While he's faffing around
Parking
chatting
brake set.
nonsense, we'll do this
Roger.
bit.
Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pit.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
So we've got
Thanks. Have a good flight.
6.24
See you later.
takeaway.
Speedbird 999 first, start, passing
We're
1000.
doing 67.2 takeaway, 6.24.
Count 100, Speedbird 999
60.96
first.
tons. So do 61 ton slash 20.54.
Jeremy
She's up.
Gargo
Zero fuel weight, centre of
191,
gravity.
route direct Banso, climb flight level 330.
And on the performance page as well, we just want to
Jeremy Gargo
refresh by
191, the
double
direct
clicking.
to Banso, climb flight level 330.
Say after John Cargo 191.
Banso for the direct and climb flight level 330.
And we'll get our charts ready for our
Climb flight level 330, direct
departure.
Banso, John Cargo 191.
Speedbird 01, holding short Lima 21
So we're on
Alpha.
taxiway Yankee.
Speedbird 001, line up 27 right, caution 1 intersection departure ahead.
And we'll see what he gives us.
Alpha 4, Alpha
Very busy,
3.
lots of aircraft going to
Alpha 3, line
be
up
moving
27
away
right.
from us.
Copy Alpha 3, line up 27 right.
We'll go ahead and close Pushback Express.
United 928, Unicom, see ya.
Back to advisory, 9928 Heavy, thanks for ATC, we'll see you.
08, Virgin 19 Charlie, save to you, Unicom, see ya.
Papa Mike Echo Sierra, through the stop at runway 20.
Breaker 020, clear time, the surface wind is 36 degrees 2.
Clear on runway 20 for Papa Mike Echo Sierra.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee 27, right, clear, take off the wing car.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee.
Speedbird 810, request taxi.
Speedbird 810, join Alpha, hold Alpha 3.
Join Alpha, hold Alpha 3, Speedbird 810. So, he's told us to hold at Alpha 3, which is all the way over there. Join Alpha, draw that line. There we go, that's our taxi route. Feel free to pause it, just check it. I'm conscious when it's busy like this, try not to hang around too long on the ground once you've got your taxi clearance and things. What we can do is go ahead and open the Luke Air tool.
And then good afternoon, Emirates 40 radio check.
Saying Emirates 40 London, good morning, readability is 5.
Play the
Thanks,
safety
5 also,
demonstration.
and any chance for a PDC, please?
Yes, I'll send it to you now.
Sure.
One is going to be a couple of minutes delay.
So all the aircraft on the left, all from my model
takeoff
matching
to the
file.
right.
Yep, and it's going to be a couple of
Okay,
minutes
ready
delay.
for takeoff, thanks. Speedbird 201.
Yep, that's not a clearance to take off. I said it's going to be a couple of minutes delay, buddy.
Copy, I wait.
We're getting ahead of these guys.
Climb flight of 150.
Climb
Which is
flight
good.
level 150, do you want us to climb via the sit or climb now?
That's where we initially spawned, but that guy's been there the whole time, so we had to move out of his way. I feel like the view's been reset again.
London Control, good afternoon. Quantum 20, I got information Alpha at the stand 545 at Heathrow.
Hello, welcome
Ready
to
for
the,
push and
welcome to the
start.
stream.
Aircraft type
Good morning,
A320.
push and start approved face north.
I really wanted to actually do some of the VATSIM
Approved face
controller
north,
stuff,
Quantum
but
20.
Give it 9 and 9 Fox, I need
just
that
don't have the
climb now,
time.
please. Flight level 150.
Climb now, flight level 150, Speedbird 9 faster.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, climb now, flight level 150.
Climb now, flight over 150, 56 Yankee.
so we were always going to get a go ahead.
Good afternoon, Scandinavian 805, flight level 360.
Scandinavian 805 London, good morning. Descend 250 level Logan, Logan 1 hotel when you're ready.
What, descend to 250, is that for Scandinavian 805?
Hey, firm.
What's the descend to 250, by American 7 ready, Scandinavian 805.
Got a taxi, Gerald, for golf.
Stage calling again.
Requesting taxi, Speedbird 1 for golf.
2-1 4 Golf Taxi, Bravo, link 21, link 22, hold Alpha 2.
Bravo, link 21, link 22, hold Alpha 2, Speedbird 1 for golf.
So those you
Keep it 00127 right, cleared takeoff the winded car.
Speedbird 001, cleared for takeoff, thanks.
who might be interested, we've got the I'll put the charts on the screen very briefly for you guys.
Roger for Scandinavian 805, just double confirm with you. That's 250 by Logan and Logan Hotel, Wyoming.
That's it, mate.
Taking off 27 right, along with the red arrow.
London, Super 3 Tango, request taxi.
2-3
Up to
take it,
Burnham.
follow the company 738 taxi, Bravo, link 21, link 22, hold Alpha 2.
Link 21, link 22, Bravo, Alpha 2.
Turning right, and you can see above 4,000, above 5,000,
200.
at 6,000,
And 99 Fox route direct Somber.
and then up to Brookman's Park at 6,000 as well.
99
So
Fox route direct Somber.
that'll be our climb
route
for
direct
now.
somewhere, Speedbird 9 faster.
London Control, Quantum
Enjoy
20,
all that.
ready for taxi at
I wasn't following the
Charlie.
yellow line, naughty
Quantum
naughty.
20 taxi straight ahead, hold Charlie 2 initially.
This is the one bit that I hate at Heathrow.
Hold Charlie to Quantum 20.
Premium Deluxe Airport, handmade.
205 and down typical low.
It shows how out of date this is. This was a
5
building area
Good morning.
4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's back being an active
One
taxiway
Express
again.
205 London, good morning. Pig at 1 Juliet arrival. When ready, descend flight level 220 to be level by... Nope, you've not got that waypoint in. It's Pig at 1 Juliet and when ready, descend 220.
Tickets on Chile, and ready for the altitude 0. Was collected there?
Let's wait for the safety demonstration.
Good afternoon, Tomjet 210. Correction, Tomjet 21 Romeo, stand 42 at Luton in a Boeing 757-200.
Tomjet 21 Romeo, London, good morning. Whenever you're ready, push inside approved runway 25.
Push start approved and runway 25, Tomjet 21 Romeo.
Speedbird 001, climb flight level 360.
Climb flight level
So it's told us Alpha 3, so I'm just slowing down a bit.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, climb flight level 200.
Right down the end.
Climb flight level 200. 56 Yankee.
Quantum 20, you can join Bravo, link 21, link 22, actually. Quantum 20, you can join second right Alpha.
There's the
Hold
Dreamliner's on the way down.
Join second to Alpha, hold Alpha 3, Speedbird, Quantum 20.
And Quantum 20, give way to the British Airways 787 passing left to right.
Give way to the 787, Quantum 20.
London Emirates 40.
Emirates 40, push and start approved.
Negative, it was regarding clearance. There's no UNGAP on mic on the latest day rack off of 15.
2 seconds.
London Centre, Golf Bravo, Mike India Kilo.
We're at Alpha 3 just up here.
Emirates 40, I'll give you a call back 2 seconds. Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo London. Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo London.
London Centre, good day. Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo on flight level 30
just up here, right at the very end.
Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo London, hello, descend now, flight level 250, local 107.
Descending flight level 250, 9 Delta Romeo.
Just passing Terminal 2.
Emirates 40, roger, that's fine. Maybe I don't have the latest text file, I'm not too sure, I don't really do much to do with Birmingham. But after departure, right turn direct UNGAP and then 6,000 feet.
Afternoon, Mike, thanks for tuning in.
Roger,
I saw it was
right turn direct UNGAP and 6,000 feet, Emirates 40.
I saw it was really busy at Copenhagen, so I thought I'd fly in. I was going to fly out of there, but I know on events
137 with you, Lamborn 2 X-ray departure, 4,000 feet.
you can wait ages
good morning,
for
route
clearance.
direct Welling, climb flight level 160.
So I just wanted to get
Direct Welling and flight
it
level
done,
160
go into
and
the airport instead of fly out of. But I might turn around and do a turn around and return to Heathrow when we land.
99 Fox, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350.
Again, all these missing yellow lines.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, climb flight level 350.
350, Scandinavian 56 Yankee.
Speedbird 810, 27 right, clear take off the wing car.
Wow. Clear takeoff 27 right, Speedbird 810.
Out of the 2 stations there, obviously had to read back from the takeoff the other stations again.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, 350.
So,
Thank you.
he's already given us
Scandinavian
clearance.
56 Yankee, just for now, climb initially flight level 270.
270.
I hate this scroll wheel. Ever so slightly out of centre and douche.
Amazon 137, need that climb please, 160 now.
We'll expedite climb 160, Amazon 137.
Thank you.
There we go, that's cabin secure and reset the auto brake.
KLM 729, Unicorn 128, Jackson.
Now for takeoff, you want to make sure that the control stick is actually in the sort of down position, as you can see on the primary flight display, that little crosshair. You want to make sure that's down. Go to flex.
Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo descend flight level 8 to be level Lamborn.
So you put some weight on the nose, and then at 80 knots to 100 knots, you bring the stick back to
Lufthansa 9 Delta
neutral.
Romeo descend flight level 8 to level Lam.
V1 is 148 knots.
Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo descend flight level 8 to level Lamborn.
V1. Rotate.
Lufthansa 9 Delta Romeo, descend flight level 80 by level by Lam. Thank you, sorry.
Positive rate, go up. I don't like these new views, it's very, you look down too much.
5 minutes to leave the cockpit, the central stance automatic.
What Express 205, yep, that's fine, just start you descent now, flight level 220.
Roger, starting descent at altitude 0. Bravo Express 205.
Nortrans 2968, Unicorn 128, what?
Unicorn 122, that's my Nortrans.
Just trying to force us to slow down a little bit, because I don't actually want to I don't want to do 250 knots. for this really sharp turn that we've got overflying Slough.
Yeah, Fox, this is climb flight level 310.
Using a joystick.
310 speed and Alpha.
Did 14 Golf fire after 227 right, clear takeoff the wing com.
I've got Thrustmaster T-flight.
This 32 Tango Bell on the departing company 789, fire Alpha 2 line up 27 right behind.
Departing company 789, line wait Alpha 2 behind, Speedbird 32 Tango.
Speedbird 810, airborne 2,500 feet.
Speedbird 8102, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, Speedbird 810. There we go.
London level Alpine 6543, passing altitude 3,200, climbing 4,000.
So we're just overflying Slough, which you can see below us.
6543 London, hello, climb flight level 130.
M4 motorway just passing underneath.
Alpine 6543.
This is one of Europe's biggest trading estates.
Subject 21 Romeo, ready to taxi.
Because it's a very tight turn,
Subject 21
try
Romeo,
and keep our speed
Subject 21 Romeo, taxi on a point Alpha 1 runway 25.
to a sensible level.
Alpha 125, right, and Subject 212.
Yeah, the Gatwick scenery is probably one of my favourite mods actually in the simulator. It's on flightsim.to now as well. That's all good.
Right, 4X Charlie Bar Romeo 122, clear takeoff the wing com. Good morning.
Clear for takeoff runway 22, Ryder 4X Charlie. Good morning.
Alpine 6543, climb flight level 290.
Climb flight level 290, Alpine 6543.
Scandinavian 805, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Scandinavian 805.
So I think the Gatwick scenery is at version 5.4 now, and I've covered that a lot on my videos.
Climb flight level 150. Speedbird 810, climb flight level 150.
Climb flight level 150, Speedbird 810. See an aircraft just up there, see the nav light.
Amazon 137, you seem to be slightly off route still, just confirm you are direct to Welling.
Yeah, we've got direct Welling, Whiskey, Echo, Lima, India, November.
Okay.
So I've been following the Gatwick mod from version 1, and it's massively improved that in the sim. So he's going to be passing overhead.
German cargo 1901, are you able to flight level 370?
Yes, we are able.
Cheers, climb flight level 370.
Climb 370, German cargo 191. German cargo 191.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, route direct Ledbo, climb flight level 320.
Ledbo 320,
56 Yankee.
I love using VATSIM, especially when it's busy. It's interesting, being midweek Thursday, and to be as busy as it is currently.
4X Charlie, climb out to 6,000 feet.
I'm into 6,000 feet here, 4X Charlie.
It gave us a flight level, so we make sure we're on standard pressure. Who's that then? That's cool. He's probably going up to Manchester or somewhere like that. So Manchester, Edinburgh, that direction.
CV9 and Fox, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Stephen, Foxtrot.
Speedbird 810, climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Speedbird 810.
Speedbird 232 take it, 27 right, clear take off the wing com.
That's 10,000.
Alpine 645, correction, Alpine 6543, route direct Takeoff.
London Centre, Golf Bravo, Mike India Kilo.
Golf India Kilo, stand by.
Get some strange
Alpine 645,
Alpine 6543.
So I'm going to go ahead and just close that loop
direct Takeoff.
Yes, direct Alpine 6543.
And also,
cool.
just stand by on the landline to another controller, no more new calls up for now.
Say again?
So sometimes when the Unreal Weather mod updates the weather, it screws my system up a little bit. It causes quite a lot of lag all of a sudden. It's like it steals a lot of CPU, and then it just gives it back again. It's a little bit frustrating when that happens, I must admit.
London Control, Quantum 20, holding at Alpha 3.
Quantum 20, contact Heathrow direct 19725.
Contact Heathrow direct
Heathrow direct, come on, lovely.
9725. Quantum 20.
Lufthansa 2 Delta Romeo, contact Heathrow direct to 19725, by the way.
So I've got quite a few videos on the channel. I created a playlist earlier that covers,
Another 1-2 Tango, push the brief.
or at least has me try and explain how to do certain things on
Lufthansa
VATSIM.
9 Delta Romeo, contact Heathrow 19725, by the way.
For anybody who's trying to get on the
Lufthansa 9 Delta
network.
Romeo, first time again, mate. Heathrow 19725, bye bye.
119.5. See you, thanks.
See ya. Scandinavian 805, contact Heathrow direct to 19725, bye bye.
19725, Scandinavian 805.
Good 1 for Golf, climb flight level 170.
So you can see the lag coming there because it's building new weather.
And any other stations on the ground at Heathrow that are still with me, you can contact Heathrow 19725.
Please don't crash.
119.75.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, climb 350.
Whoa. We'll just stick to Microsoft Flight Simulator Live weather for now then.
7999 Fox, Unicom, capture 2.
Trump or Joe Biden.
I
I think Biden's going to clinch it, to be honest.
See you later. John Cargo 191, Unicom, capture 2.
Neither of them are a good option, I don't think.
Amazon 137 descend flight level 110.
It worries me that one guy spends his entire career desperate to become president.
Lufthansa,
That's a red flag to me.
205 descend flight level 160.
And the other guy's Trump.
level 160, launch request 205.
And Golf Indicator, apologies for the delay, party message. A Golf Indicator, the Southampton departure, party message. 7 Delta, it's the Bristol 1 Alpha, when ready, descend flight level 160.
I've not used the updated Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Speedbird 810, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330 for Speedbird 810.
Speedbird 32 Tango, climb flight level 170. 170, 32 Tango.
I've not used the in-sim weather yet.
410,
Since the patch. It looks pretty good.
I've got 2 stations there, didn't catch either of them.
November 160, China X-ray requesting descent.
November take X-ray, maintain flight level 100, still got quite a way to go.
Interestingly, the chrono reset it didn't read.
Hello.
Oh well.
Subject 21 Romeo 25 clear, take off the wind, Luton is car.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you click on that subscribe button.
Runway 4 Echo Charlie, left turn head in 235, climb flight level 80.
I try and do some a good blend of live streams and video content as well.
Scandinavian 56 Yankee, Unicom, good morning.
And if there's anything that you might want covering, a tutorial of any sort, then just let me know.
370, Tango.
London, can you please confirm for 0 China X-ray to contact London approach?
2 stage there, Speedbird 905 uniform London, good morning, descend 250.
This is 001, level change 580.
Close my charts.
001, please, stop talking over our people buddies, right? Speedbird 905 uniform, descend flight of 250 Logan 1 hotel.
Copy, section 122.8.
And again, he's done it again. Speedbird 905 uniform, descend flight of 250 Logan 1 hotel.
Descend flight of 350 Logan 1 hotel, Speedbird 905 uniform.
Speedbird 001, need to be listening out to your call sign. I wasn't talking to you, buddy. Climb now, flight level 580.
Okay, got a request for supersonic speed. I'm now at let go.
Yep, that's approved. Runway 4 Echo Charlie, climb flight level 380.
Climbing for 380 right now for control.
London Control, Quantum 20 airborne, flight level 45.
Blocked.
Speedbird 810, left turn 055, climb flight level 250.
Left turn 055 and climb flight level 250 for Speedbird 810.
Word Express 205 expedite descent.
So he's obviously noticed potentially other aircraft
Climb
that we might be in
250,
conflict with.
flight level 250.
So he's deviating us from our flight plan.
Thank you. Word Express 205 expedite descent. Flight level 90 is to be level by VATSIM.
Expedited flight level 90, level by VATSIM,
So I'm guessing they've not fixed the
flight level 80.
Descent 80,
weird weather bug then, with the lights.
810, you can continue flight level 330.
Continue climb up to 330, Speedbird 810.
Moment to Unicom 112.8.
for 12 Tango, very taxi.
So 12 Tango, taxi on point Alpha 1 runway 25, report ready.
Alpha 125, for 1 Tango, report ready.
So if you're new to VATSIM,
London Control, good afternoon, Speedbird 3 Tango Victor.
my biggest tip would be not to start at a big airport like Heathrow or Gatwick.
Station Grand Heathrow's now on line 119725.
Because it is really, really busy sometimes. And can be quite complicated.
Charlie, route direct to PMOB.
My first flight on VATSIM was Manchester.
PMOB with NM.
I flew from Edinburgh actually to I can't remember where now. But I started off at Edinburgh because it had just a few stands.
Quantum 20, climb now, flight level 230.
3 different taxiways and 1
Flight,
runway.
climb level 230, quantum 20.
And after a couple of goes...
Speedbird 114 Alpha, request pushback and start.
4 Alpha Heathrow's on line 119725.
I then went to... I then merged into Gatwick Airport, so I flew into Gatwick first.
Leave Velag, head in 360 degrees.
Leave Velag at 360, 137.
Wonder where his route is.
Descend maintain flight level 80. November Tango X-ray descend flight level 80.
Down to flight level 800,
There's got to be an aircraft around us.
7 Air 17 Delta descend flight level 80 when ready.
Descend flight level 80 when ready, 7 Air 170.
Can't see any though.
Amazon 137 just... Oh, you've hit... Yeah, that's fine, disregard. Subject 21 Romeo, climb flight level 140. Correction, 120.
140, come get 21 Romeo.
21 Romeo, sorry, just check your final level. Climb flight level 120.
120, come get 21 Romeo.
I stopped using the live weather because of the lighting in the day, on clear days and things like that. I just thought it was ridiculous.
That's not a problem. Climb flight level 410. 410, thanks.
It was amazing when there were thunderstorms, so I flew into a couple of places that had thunderstorms on the METAR, thunderstorms and rain.
810, resume navigation direct to Sierra Papa Yankee.
Resume navigation direct to Sierra Yankee, Papa Yankee, Speedbird 810. Direct to Spy. Let's go. Managed heading. And
905 uniform route direct to
right.
Lambourne descend flight level 80.
Direct Lambourne, down to flight level 80, Speedbird 905 uniform.
London Centre, Gulf Bravo, Mike India Kilo.
Gulf Mike, did give you a call back a few times past your message.
Emirates 40, 7300, stand 54, Birmingham, request pushback.
Emirates 40, push inside approved runway 33.
33, push start approved, Emirates 40.
Amazon 137, descend altitude 6,000 feet, the QNH is 1037.
Descend 6,000 at 1037 for Amazon 137.
Amazon 137, 220 knots on the speed.
220 knots for Amazon 137.
But Express 205, leave Velag, head in 360 degrees, speed 220 knots.
Live Verilog heading 360, speed 220.
So what we can do is we can look at who we might be having to talk to next. So if I share my screen again, we can go to vPilot and we can have a little look. You can see the next, we've got Eurocontrol North in place, but no one else currently. And we've got Paris Centre as well, I think that is. But we won't fly
21 Romeo, start the climb now,
towards them. We're flying over Amsterdam, part of our route.
Speed 1 for Golf, Unicorn 126, see ya. Bye-bye.
London Control, hello, EC203 inbound, sourcing at flight level 2 pack.
So I've started getting...
203, good morning, it's going to be the Chase 2 Delta landing runway 33.
Started getting our charts ready for landing at Copenhagen.
EC203.
Amazon 137, descent altitude 3,000 feet.
Descent 3000, Amazon 137.
When Express 205, descent flight of 70.
You can see lots of...
Alpine 6543, descent 230, level by red spot.
230 level alert, Alpine 6543.
What's the difference to UK charts? So here, for example, we've got one chart just for taxi routes if you're landing on 22 left. So they're handy. Same with 22 right.
So the 12 changes, 25 clear takeoff, the wind is 28 degrees 14.
Copy, clear takeoff, for 12 tango.
But what you need as well is...
London Control, Quantum 20, request further climb.
You need to find...
Quantum 20, continue to climb flight level 310.
Flight level 310, Quantum 20.
So then you look for APDC.
Unicom 128,
this sort of chart.
Sorry for that. That's Unicom 128, flight Speedbird 32 Tango, bye bye.
Well, see you later.
So then you've got the chart with all the stand numbers and some of the taxiways. They all overlap into each other, but try and get them all ready to go in advance. So I know, for example, we are flying, I think we're planning for 22 left.
Well, Express 205, descend to altitude 6,000 feet to QNH 1037.
There's Tudlow.
QNH 1037 for the first of the flight.
November Tango X-ray, turn left heading 075.
Heading 075, 0 Tango X-ray.
7905, uniform contact Heathrow direct 19725 for that.
And that's our approach.
19725.
Our start.
7810, Unicom, good morning.
Unicom for Speedbird 810, thank you for your services, bye.
See ya, Alpine 6543, Unicom, see ya.
Okay, so we're on Unicom, we've got a bit of peace and quiet for a little while, so we can think about what we might be doing when we get nearer to Copenhagen. So this is our arrival chart that we've planned for, starting here at Tudlow 1 North, or Tudlow 1F. They all feed into each other, I think. Let's go ahead and open that into a separate tab actually. Tudlow, Lugas, Core, 888. Okay. So we can see Copenhagen Airport is just at the red circle there that I've just drawn. And we're going to be flying in through Tudlow along that really badly drawn arrow. I didn't do very well at art, as you can tell. But our route takes us in through Tudlow, Lugas, Corsa, and there is a hold here. So if it's really busy still, we might have to enter the hold at Lugas. And we can see there we've got a rough idea of what we need to be doing if we do need to hold for any reason, because we can see on the charts. You can see there's a height restriction of 3,500 foot minimum for that hold as well. But we continue inbound and we merge with the Tesby 1 North star at CH884. And then we continue our approach in to line up for ILS runway 22 left. So that's what we've planned for. But it might change, which is why it's always good to have a little bit of a backup plan. We can see we've got, let's leave that, we want this page. And this is their ILS charts. And again, as we can see, they're very, very different to the ones in the UK. But we can see the basic information that we need. So we've got our ILS frequency there, for example, of 110.9, and we can go and check that in our RadNav page on the MCDU at 109.5, which is not the same. Two left. Amazon pop to the door. So you just need to try and find what frequency that the ILS should be on, because it should be that one. Oh wait, silly me. ILS 22 left. There we go, 1095. That one there. Let's get rid of this one, we don't want that. So the charts look very, very different depending on what country you're looking at. So Philippine charts are very, very different to the way European charts are laid out, and it can make it a little bit challenging sometimes. It is London Controller. He's live and streaming as we were flying through. So our approach takes us in sort of around this sort of direction, and then onto that black line. Via the RNAV fix, which is, you can see here at Lamox, and then we fly the ILS. And we can look at the charts, and we know there we should be intercepting the ILS at around 3,000 feet, and then it's a 3 degree glide slope for our approach down on the ILS. And this is planning for 22 left. And it might change, but the principles are the same if it does. And you can see here we've got our missed approach information. So if we have to go around, we continue straight ahead to 500 foot or DME OXS, 1 nautical mile past DME OXS, whichever is later. Then turn left to track 187 degrees, climb into 3,000 degrees and inform ATC. And we can see there, that's the little black line, dotted line with the arrow at the end. That will be our missed approach route. Should we have to go around for any reason. 500 foot's very low, so I'd imagine we'll be flying to the end of that DME instead. We can actually go ahead and OXS. We could tune in. Oh, that is our ILS frequency anyway. So it'll be the end of the runway basically. It tends to be where they are. And then we've got all of our ground charts and everything ready to go as well. And what I like to do in advance is I like to set everything out on my sort of so all the documents are all in the correct order for our plan. So we start with the star. The next tab is our ILS approach. Then the next tabs, so all three, are taxiing. So try and keep it as simple as possible. Really. It just lowers the workload for us as we make our way. So we can see now we are 17 nautical miles away from Spy. So we're almost halfway there. And what we can do in advance of getting anywhere near the airport is we can go on to, yeah, I am sharing my screen with you guys, good. We go on to VATSIM, onto the V-Pilot client. So we can see Copenhagen control, they're on. And if we're picking them up, we may, although not yet, at some point we'll get Copenhagen's ATIS information as well. If you're not sure what areas are controlled, if we click onto this one, Eurocontrol North for example, we can see there that it's covering ATC for specific airports, so it just makes it a little bit easier for us, rather than trying to work out who's calling up who. But if you call them up and they say, so I'm not controlling those that airport, they might guide you to the correct frequency instead, or they'll just return you back to ATIS. But if you're not sure, the controller, if they see you flying into their airspace, they tend to send you that little note to say, please contact me on this frequency, and then you give them a call. So Denmark, Copenhagen control. What we can do, just to get a rough idea of what areas they might control, I'll just go on to simaware.ca. And you can see that our route takes us, in fact, we are there, flying towards Amsterdam. You can see our route takes us straight to Copenhagen Control, which will be next. There's a massive event going on between Copenhagen and Helsinki, look. Just a massive line of aircraft, and that is Copenhagen. Look how busy that is. Let me just zoom in a bit more. All these aircraft flying in and out. Oh my good grief. So this is why I didn't spawn to fly out of Copenhagen, because I did an event to Switzerland, to Zurich a few weeks ago, and it was great, but I flew into Switzerland because I know their air traffic control can be really, really busy during events on VATSIM, no matter what airport you go to. And it's normally easier to fly in, but then you should always plan for a hold at some point. You can see as well, what I like to do as well is I zoom in, so you can see that aircraft there, the EZ7921, is actually landing on 22 left as we speak, and they're departing aircraft on 22 right. So what we've planned for is good. And it shouldn't change. If it's your first time on VATSIM as well, I wouldn't recommend joining an event like this because it is really overwhelming, especially when they're throwing loads of information out at you, along with another 100 aircraft, one after the next. The radio will go constantly, and it increases your workload just trying to concentrate enough to listen to what's going on. So I'll just see how we're doing and make sure we have got 22 left in our flight plan we have there. You can see we're 206 nautical miles between the last waypoint and Spy. We're on the nav display. You can see there we've got 43 nautical miles to run, and we've got a 20 knot headwind as well. New features planning for the A320 mod. It's not top secret. There's a lot of progress updates on their Discord server. I'm on their quality tester team, so I help test new specific items that are going to be added into the mod before they're merged with the development master and then eventually the stable. So I try and look for any issues that might arise. We've got the latest master today, I think as of yesterday. I didn't download the one for today. But the biggest thing for me is just trying to get used to this new view that they've changed, because I used to have a view that was a little bit more like this from memory, and I quite like that because my eye was along the horizon quite nicely, I just can't get used to this new view where you're looking down a little bit more. Carnage over Copenhagen, fantastic. So that's what we'll be joining in probably 30 minutes. Let's see, so after Bedham, we're flying up one airway to, there's Tudlow in 260 miles, that's the start of our approach. So around DHE we'll probably be contacting Copenhagen Centre. And then it'll be really busy, so you'll probably not be able to hear me talking either. I'll try and not talk over the air traffic control. What I will do in advance is just get our radio frequency ready for Copenhagen. I love it when it's this busy. This little brief moment where we're on Unicom, some people hate it, but I quite like it because it's just a moment of calm between the madness of departing Heathrow with all of the air traffic control going on. You have that little brief moment of calm in the middle, and then we're about to hit absolute carnage in Copenhagen, so it just gives us a little bit of time to prepare. Copenhagen control was 121375. So I've got a tutorials playlist 121375 on my channel now that I've pulled some of the videos out of the Microsoft Flight Simulator playlist that I had because that's getting quite vast now, and I've taken the how-to videos and the guides and tutorials that I've tried to create, and I've put them into their own separate playlist as well. A lot of it covers how to get started on VATSIM, how to fly ILS approaches. There's one that I did that was flying into Skiathos. Flying into Skiathos Airport, one of the beautiful islands of Greece, and it was a VOR approach, but a notoriously difficult VOR approach, where the radio station that you tune into and take your distance readings from is on another island, which makes it tricky. Because you're not basing your distance away from a radial from the airport itself, you're basing it upon another island 50 nautical miles away. So I'll go through all the charts and how to judge distances and program the VOR from there. And then another video that I've done is how to take off from short runways. So Skiathos again, as a good example, it's only just over 1,500 meters long. For the runway length, and in contrast, Gatwick Airport, their runway is over, I think it's almost 4,000 metres long, so there's a huge difference. So I'll take you through how to set up correctly for a proper short runway takeoff in the A320. It does throw up a bug, but the A32NX team are working on it, so I've raised it with them. And again, if there's things that people want me to cover, to try and help with anything, then just let me know on a comment, and I'll try and work away at it. So I know one request that I had was ILS, how to do an ILS approach, so I went ahead and tried to create a video showing how to do that, which I hope, if you watch it, I hope you find it helpful. I was tempted to work on a video on how to taxi and how to read taxi charts, but I sort of mention it in every video that I'm doing lately, so I might not bother unless it's something specific people want to see. I'm thinking that we should be starting to get, as we can see there, just in our by the 6 on our nav display, we can see Copenhagen coming into view just over 280 nautical miles or so away. So I'm thinking we should start to pick up the ATIS information potentially. Not quite yet. What we can do is type .METAR EKCH, and we pull the latest METAR up, so we can see there this one is actually up to date. So Copenhagen it says 051320Z. 05 references today's date, the 5th of November, and it was generated at the time of 1320 Zulu, so half an hour ago the METAR was created. So it will probably change again soon. The wind is 270 at 16 knots. And you can see there we've got all the 9s, so it's good visibility, but it's overcast at 1,800. So they sort of contradict each other a little bit. And we've got a temperature of 12 degrees and a QNH of 1027. But then you can see here as well that the wind is actually gusting. So at the very start of the METAR it says 270 at 16 knots. But then at the very end it says temporarily 270 at 18 knots, gusting 28 knots. So it's potentially a ever so slight crosswind, but gusting 30 knots, which is quite strong. So we'll see how we go with that. We can see now we're actually starting to pick up, so we've picked up Copenhagen ground. So we're starting to pick up a few of the frequencies, which is good. So in a short while we should get EKCH ATIS appear here. And a lot of these we should be able to actually tune into voice ATIS. So if we select, let's do, in fact when we get closer to Copenhagen, when it appears here, I'll tune in and see if they've got voice ATIS. And it's as you would hear it in a normal aircraft radio, if you were to tune in yourselves. I'd have thought it would have appeared by now though. But what a custom livery for my channel, 80 boy. You know what? I would be very, very tempted. I do like all your liveries. In fact, those of you who haven't, make sure you go onto flightsim.to, because 80 boy's just updated all of his liveries, the Lufthansa Dreamliner and all the rest of it, and they are absolutely brilliant. I'm not sure what I would do for a livery for my aircraft, to be honest. I tend to always fly either EasyJet or the BA livery at the moment. But I suppose I could be interested. I'd no idea where to start though, or what to even suggest. I'm not sure if you'd have any ideas. What I might do, in absence of seeing it pop up here just yet, is I'll type in some of this into our performance tab already. My Discord, I'm on the A32NX channel. I haven't got my own Discord server. Let's see. So it's let's see, 436. As you can tell, I'm not great at multitasking. I can multitask on the aircraft, but I can't multitask any other time. Let's see. So what we got on VPilot, 12 degrees Celsius. So we can look at some of this and go, well, you know what? Some of this might not change by the time we get there. And if it doesn't, it gives us one less thing to click and worry about. So we've got 12 degrees, QNH 1027. That probably will have changed, and the wind definitely will have changed as well. I'll set a decision height of 100 foot above the ground, and that way we'll get our altitude call-outs from the ground proximity warning system as well. We get our minimums call-out and things, which is awesome. And I tend to spend a lot of time flicking between VPilot and sort of scrolling up and down, hoping it will refresh during the cruise, because we're getting about 240 miles away. We need to start thinking about planning for our descent. And hope that doesn't mean that a lot of the controllers have gone offline. So I'll just run a quick check on SimAware. We've still got everybody on. We're there we are. We're here. Just north of Amsterdam. A couple of aircraft flying behind us. There's one aircraft there that took off behind us, and the SAS flight's just taken off from Amsterdam, along with a KLM behind as well. So we're going to be in front, leading about 4 aircraft into Copenhagen. But I mean, look at that. That is carnage. So at least if we're taxiing in, we're landing at Copenhagen, we're not going to have a huge delay. You can see 4 aircraft, 3 aircraft on finals, 5, 6 aircraft being routed in for finals. But if we were on the ground, I mean, you would probably expect delays on stand of about 30 minutes to 1 hour in this instance. Which is great if you've got loads and loads of time, but I like to spend a bit of time on the ground. But once I'm taxiing and I'm moving, I want to get up. It depends on the event. It can be quite fun. They had for Switzerland the other day. They had delays of 1 hour on the stand before pushback was approved, and then beyond that, there was delays of 30 minutes once you'd taxied before departure. So you are basically guaranteed to be on the ground for 1 hour 30 minutes. So I've got transition altitude there is 5,000. So we can use that initially for our information for here. So I'll just put in 5,000 for now. It will likely change, and I've left the wind out because there's just there's no point putting that in. It will very likely change. Copenhagen ground is still on. I'm surprised we've got Copenhagen ground. I'm surprised we've not got Copenhagen approach. I'm not sure if I'm tempted to do the return. Just having a look at the having a look at SimAware and seeing how busy it is flying out. I'll probably be on the ground for about an hour before I get to even take off again. Sometimes, as I was saying, I quite like it. Other times, I think I look at it and go, you know what, I could probably squeeze in a quick flight between Edinburgh and Gatwick, or Edinburgh and Heathrow, and do a quick one there instead. So I tend to then angle across to just spawning somewhere else. Make sure again, if you're just tuning in, you click that subscribe button. We're getting quite close. Cruise speed of 285 knots indicated at the moment. That would have a Mach reading, there we go, of 0.78. And, oh lovely, there we are, look, we're picking up Copenhagen approach 1 and 2. If it says 1, normally it means you tune to them first. Kastrup final, report call sign only, so actually we do the other one. And you can see there on VPilot it says voice ATIS on 122750. So let's have a listen to see what that sounds like. He says as he scrolls all the way through. 12275.
Departure and arrival information, Charlie.
That's information, Charlie.
This is Kastrup Airport. Departure and arrival information, Charlie. Met report 1350, expect ILS approach, visual approach on request, arrival runway 22 left after landing, vacate runway.
22 left.
Departure runway 22 right. Transition level 60, automatic weather report. Wind 260 degrees 17 knots. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Sky condition overcast, unavailable 1500 feet. Temperature 11. 2.8 QNH 1027 temporary. Wind 270 degrees 18 knots, gust 28 knots. If unable to follow, good advice on initial contact squawk mode Charlie on pushback. This was Kastrup Airport. Departure and arrival information.
There we go. So that is what ATIS sounds like. So from that we had information Charlie, landing runway 22 left ILS, departing runway 22 right. We can see it here actually as well. Information Charlie, ILS visual approach, ILS or visual approach on request, arrival 22 left. Departures on 22 right, transition level was 6,000, flight level 60, and that's the altitude where you go from standard pressure back to that local QNH. And we had a wind reading of 260 at 17 knots. Temperature has changed, it's now 11 degrees and the QNH was still 1027, so that's what we're going to have to play with for our approach. Number 3 on finals, Mike, nice. Not too far behind you, you might spend just as long taxiing on the ground actually by the time I land. So we've got Copenhagen Tower, A, C and D. Not sure what the differences are. Covering arrivals only, so A is for arrivals. Covering runway 12 and 30 only. So that's for the runway crossings. And then D Tower is departures. Then we've got ground, clearance delivery. One of the approach controllers has just logged off potentially. 1202. So we can see if we go on the charts in absence of any air traffic control, although actually, silly me, Copenhagen radar, isn't it? That's what we want. Copenhagen control 121375. Glad I reminded myself there. 375. Switch to him or her.
7994, start continue to flight level 80 now.
Where we got Old Dip, Dosal, Talsa, 120, so let's call them up. We might be a little bit early, we probably are a little bit early, but we'll find out in a second.
Speedbird 794, cross climb flight level 370.
0794, passenger request to Sweden, frequency 131, decimal 275.
We'll contact Speedbird 794, thanks, bye.
Copenhagen radar, good afternoon, Speedbird 810, inbound Delta Hotel Echo, flight level 330.
Speedbird 810, Copenhagen, hello to you, identified A32NX.
Speedbird 794, apologies, say again frequency?
You stay on this frequency, I said direct to Tutlo.
direct Tudlow, Speedbird 810.
Yeah, sorry, that was Speedbird 794 calling. Confirm frequency change.
AFM 131275.
131275, thank you, Speedbird 794.
So given another direct, we can fly.
4632 for descent shortly.
That's Sweden 4632, descent flight level 130.
130.
So we've been given direct to the start of our start.
China 118 Echo call approach, frequency 119 at decimal 8.
Okay, 118.0, Crescent, 119.8, 118.
You can see here, flight level 70 at CH888. So I'd imagine we'll be around flight level 160 to flight level 200 around Tudlow. So hopefully we'll get some descent vectors soon. But we've still got 120 nautical miles. So we'll just wait. We've got full ATC all the way again, which is nice. So there's, I don't think there's anything for Copenhagen yet.
Copenhagen
But there's a really good mod for Oslo, ENGM Airport, and that's free on flight sim.
L 134, hello, descent flight level 240.
So what will be our next? 1198. So I'll get our next frequency ready.
L 134, cleared Monarch 2 Fox to arrival for runway 2 to left.
Cleared to Monarch 1 Fox, arrival runway 2 to left.
Tudlow, 2 Foxtrot. Then stop working. I'll try and write as much information down that might help as possible, so I've got an immediate point of reference.
KLM 330, contact approach, frequency 119 at decimal 8.
On a piece of paper that tells me what to expect and what to do when. So try and keep one step ahead of the game.
Contact approach 119 at decimal 8, KLM 330, thank you, bye.
Italia 134, descent flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Italia 1.
Speedbird 99 Fox, descent flight level 50.
So we've got some aircraft behind us somewhere, I can't see any yet.
Speedbird 6031 for ATC, switch to Unicom 122, decimal 8.
Bye-bye.
Just quickly review that to make sure I'm happy with everything.
KLM 1326 coming.
That's still correct. Always have a look to see if the course is correct.
Go ahead,
and matches the
1326.
charts.
KLM 1326, for your direction of flight, you need an even flight level now. I can offer you 340 or 360, which one would you like?
Yeah, let's start our descent to 340, 1326.
1326, descent flight level 340.
340, 1326.
I did an event. Yeah, I can't see anybody around us, but they are around somewhere. I did an event to it was Gatwick to Dubai about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, and it was in the Dreamliner, which everybody knows doesn't work particularly well, but we made it all the way. But there were 150 or so aircraft all flying in a line, and by the time we got to Dubai and I'd landed in Dubai, there was still aircraft taking off from Gatwick 7 hours behind us, and I'd never seen anything like it. It was just this line of aircraft on Simaware all the way, similar to what we see between Copenhagen and was it Stockholm, Helsinki, or wherever they're flying off to. But the events are really, really good on VATSIM. I know it can be really busy when Gatwick do their midweek madness, which I think was yesterday. I think it's every Wednesday night, and they do a midweek madness event, and that's always really good.
Speedbird 99 Foxtrot, descent 3000, beat on QNH 1029. Descent 3000, QNH 1029, Speedbird 99 Foxtrot. Delta 134, call approach, frequency 119 at decimal 8.
Core. After Corsa, seems to be...
217, hello, identify climb flight level 240.
Seems to be that we're missing this section out here. Corsa. And then it doesn't look like there's
134, call approach, frequency 119 at decimal 8.
There.
Call 119 at decimal 8.
If I can find another star that's
similar. Reading 4632, descent flight level 80. Yes, Sweden 4632, descent flight level 80. Flight level 80, yes, Sweden 4632.
Okay, that's fine. We've got restrictions here, cross core flight level 110 or below, max airspeed of 250 knots, passing core. And then we have 98 track miles from there to go, from that reference point. So it's good. Whenever it's written in a table like this, it makes it a little bit easier to have a look here. So we know now we have to be below flight level 110 at Corsa, but we'll be given radar vectors all the way. So you can see we've got 120 nautical miles to Corsa, 80 miles to Tudlow.
Speedbird 99 Foxtrot, VLOX, clear for the ILS runway 27, report established.
Nice crosswind on approach. That's not what I'm looking for. Not particularly looking forward to that because of the new views. I can't get used to.
Radar control, Scandinavia 717, with you at flight level 350, inbound left B.
Scandinavia 717, Copenhagen Kastrup to you. Clear to test P, 2 Foxtrot arrival for runway 2 to left.
Copenhagen Control, good afternoon, Quantum 20, inbound Dosa, flight level 310.
Yeah, please listen to the frequency, do not interrupt. I was awaiting a readback here, stand by.
That's the guy behind.
Scandinavia 717, ILS approach, test speed 2 Foxtrot, runway 2 to left.
Correct. And the other station calling, so you call her.
One of the cool things that I'm looking forward to with the mod is
Copenhagen Control, Quantum 20, inbound Dosa, flight level 310.
Which has been modelled and created.
Quantum 20, hello to you. Clear 2 Foxtrot arrival, runway 2 to left.
202 Foxtrot arrival, runway 2 to left, Quantum 20.
Speedbird 810, clear 2 Foxtrot arrival, runway 2 to left.
Clear Tudlow, 2 Foxtrot arrival, runway 22 left, Speedbird 810.
Yes, rating 4632, descent flight level 50. 25 Sweden 4632.
I was hoping that was going to be a bit of a descent as well.
Speedbird 810, when ready, descent flight level 250.
When ready, descent flight level 250, Speedbird 810. There we go. It was coming. Let's do minus 1400 foot for now. One of the things that I'm looking forward to the most is the electronic flight board that the A32NX team are working on at the moment. And there was a poll last week, I believe it was.
Speedbird 17, confirm the final level for US flight level 240, or would you like higher?
And they're going to build charts and all sorts of stuff into it, which is going to be really cool, but it's going to be a long way off.
Speedbird 17, confirm flight level 240 is your requested level for cruise, or would you like a higher
being ready,
for cruise?
but it's exciting nonetheless. I need to turn that sharpening mode off that people have talked about in the forums because I'm getting that really stupid, grainy cloud feature again. So I've not been particularly impressed with the latest patch. They seem to break everything. They have definitely made my clouds look worse.
Foxtrot runway 27, clear to land, wind 270 degrees, 15, costing 26. Clear land 27,
I'm hoping this will be a butter landing.
Denmark Alpine 2442 with you. Alpine 2442, hello. Cleared the Monarch to Foxtrot arrival, runway 2 to left. To Copenhagen, where the Monarch 2 Foxtrot correction, 2 Foxtrot arrival for the ILS 22 left, Alpine 2442. Alpine 2442, that is correct, descent flight level 100. Descent flight level 100, Alpine 2442.
It's got loads of fuel left.
Yeah, Sweden 4632, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1029.
But then I blame
3000 feet, QNH 1029
for that because they programmed in a
KLM 1326, no further ATC,
alternative
122.1.
airport of Berlin Tegel for some reason, even though Malmo is like 30 miles away.
Speedbird 810, continue descent flight level 80.
Continue descent flight level 80 for Speedbird 810. Do minus 1800 foot per minute, shall we?
Sweden 4632, via LOX cleared for the ILS runway 27. Yeah, LOX cleared ILS 27, Sweden 4632.
For the descent as well, because of the icing bug, I always have to remind myself to turn the icing on. We'll just go ahead and put the seatbelt signs on now anyway. It's going to be a typically cold day. I'm looking forward to seeing what differences we get for weather through winter on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I've been curious as to how well modelled the snow might be, and I'm curious to find out if it settles on the ground properly. I know I've flown over the Alps, flown over Switzerland and Austria and everywhere else, and you can never really see, even on a clear day, you should be able to see all of the ice and the snow, and I've not been able to see that yet. And I was in Iceland. I flew out of Reykjavik actually on the sim last week and didn't see anything, so I'm hoping at some point it will get modelled in. You never know, it might just appear when the weather meets the correct criteria, whatever Asobo have set, which, let's face it, no one really understands anymore because of the stuff they break. Let's pass in flight level 265, just over 40 nautical miles to Tudlo. And then we're into our star, Tudlo to Foxtrot star for Copenhagen runway 22 left. We've got our performance page ready. I'll just check ATIS again. So it's information Echo. Wow, I'm sure it was Charlie a minute ago. That's jumped. Arrival runway 22 left, which is good, that's still what we've got. Wind 260 at 17. So I'll just double check all of this.
17, can I ask you to double check your flight plan, because right now you're going very off your route.
Temperature 11, dew point 8, QNH 1027. We've still got those gusts.
17, you're not following your route, please double check it.
Of 28 knots as a slight crosswind.
Right now the next Lango, and after that Tegel. What is the problem?
The problem is you are now south of Lango, so you passed it and you're not inbound to Tegel yet. You're flying in more to the south.
So that's a guy that's flying in, but he's not flying the correct route. So he's flying around somewhere.
Down to the left.
If you're on VATSIM and you start to get lots of problems with the simulator,
inbound EGLL.
My recommendation would be to just disconnect. If you're getting real bad problems, I just explained, sorry, the sim's broke, it's not working as it should, I need to disconnect, and the controllers don't mind that, because they know that we do get issues with this simulator sometimes.
Speedbird 999 Foxtrot, vacate 27.
799 Foxtrot, welcome to Vietnam, taxiway Foxtrot, stand number 38.
So we can see now that core waypoint is just over 60 nautical miles.
Stand number 3, Speedbird 999 Foxtrot.
Stand number 38.
38, Speedbird 999 Foxtrot.
Sweden 4632, you are already now clear to land, 2270 east.
And we've got our next frequency ready to go,
clear to land, runway 27,
which will be Copenhagen approach 1. What we'll do actually,
Copenhagen Control, quantum 20, reach top at descent, request descent.
Qantas to Copenhagen Quantum 20, descent flight level 81.
Through the descent, I've just got it already in our altimeter there, so 1027. But because we're still flying to flight levels,
good afternoon, KLM 11
put it back on standard.
KLM 11 Bravo, hello. Clear test P2 Foxtrot for runway 2 to left.
Test P2 Foxtrot to left, KLM 11 Bravo.
20 miles to Tudlow, so we've got about, I think it was 100 miles or so to go now. We're just passing flight level 200. And if there's we go through this cloud, and I guarantee there's ice all over the plane. Not yet, but there will be.
Copenhagen radar, good day, Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike, flight level 240.
Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike, hello, Skogman Charlie.
So I've got one screen set up.
Charlie, set.
Good. I like good ATC, and I like it busy as well.
Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike, thank you, Squawk 4710.
Squawk 4710, Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike.
What's that one?
Speedbird 17, no further ATC, Unicom 122, decimal 8.
198. Copenhagen approach. Copenhagen approach. Okay, so we just got one approach controller on now.
Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike, identify, climb flight level 320.
Climbing flight level 320, Lufthansa 2 kilo Mike.
And then ground. So on my piece of paper I'll quickly scribble down Tower 118.1.
Copenhagen Control, Speedbird 5 Hotel Golf,
ground
350.
1219.
25 Hotel Golf, Copenhagen, hello to you, identified.
And it gives me one less thing to then do, so I don't have to look at VPilot again. Just for a frequency, I can just look at my piece of paper that's right in front of me with all my information on it and just
Airplane 2442, descent flight level 80.
What I also do on my piece of paper as well is I just write stand via. So when we land and we get our taxi instructions,
Alpine 2442, descent flight level 80.
I've got a box that I can write in what stand we're allocated to go to, and I've got a box where I can write all of the taxi instructions for us to get to that gate, and I'd imagine we will have to cross a runway. So we've got 40 miles to Cock now, and we knew from the charts we had to be under flight level 110 by then, and we're on track to meet that. Nice long runways at Copenhagen as well, but because it's busy, what I will do is, it's good to do that now actually, to be fair, have a little look at the taxi information for the runway routes, and we're landing runway 22 left here, and if I go to medium auto brake, we're going to try and come off at Bravo 4, I think, but if we can meet Bravo 5 we'll do that. Especially if it's really busy, what I try and do is I try and just help all the aircraft around us and help the controller as well.
Descent flight level 90, Scandinavia 17.
We shouldn't need this anymore.
Okay, one more blab, say again please.
Descent flight level 90.
So we'll have our approach chart ready.
Skyrim 568 Yankee call Sweden, frequency 128.625.
128.625.
And I'll just remind myself of the missed approach information at the bottom of the chart.
Copenhagen control, good afternoon, Lufthansa 1 Echo Lima on flight level 240.
Lufthansa 1 Echo Lima, Copenhagen, hello, squawk 4360.
Okay.
Squawk 4360, Lufthansa 1 Echo Lima.
Let's see, what have we got here? That's Bravo 5.
Hi, Copenhagen Control, good day, Red Nose 1305, flight level 370.
Red Nose 1305, Copenhagen, good afternoon, identify.
Charts pretty bad.
Alpine 2442, call approach, frequency 119 at this morning.
I think we'll use that chart for taxi. And we know the weather's going to be rubbish, so we'll just turn the weather radar off for now so I can see the charts, what the nav display is.
Alpine 2442, contact approach, frequency 119 at this morning. 119 at this morning, Alpine 2442, good day.
Speedbird 995, it's not bad, it's 2 left control.
It's just about to punch into the cloud. Make sure you click that subscribe button, folks, those of you new to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the video. I hopefully botted the landing for you guys. Didn't work.
Sweden 4632, welcome to Billund, taxi by Charlie, stand number 3.
Didn't work out the other day when I landed into London City, but that's because the aircraft shouldn't actually be able to land there. But I basically did a handbrake turn on the runway.
Speedbird 810, call approach, frequency 119 at this point.
Contact approach 119.8. Thank you for your services. Speedbird 810, bye.
Copy, I got a bridge, good day, Alpine 2442 with you descending flight level 80. Alpine 2442, approach low identified.
Copenhagen approach, good afternoon, Speedbird 810, inbound Lugas, descending through flight level 100 for flight level 80, information echo.
First respect 3501, contact Sweden 131275.
131.275 will be
10,000.
Lufthansa 6 Bravo, contact Sweden 131.275.
Not sure if you heard us.
Contact Sweden on 131.275, Lufthansa 6 Bravo.
Velocity 738, left turn, direct key marks, restore navigation.
Left turn direct T-max on navigation, velocity 738.
Kastrup approach, Speedbird 810, inbound Lugas, flight level 80, information echo.
Speedbird 810, Copenhagen approach, low identified.
There you go. So you didn't hear us before. Hello, welcome to the channel, thanks for tuning in. And I'm glad you found that useful. I've tried to create a few of those videos just to help people, either people that want to get into the Airbus and have a little go at flying that, or have a go at flying on VATSIM as well for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and put approach mode on just to help try and slow us down a bit.
First Alitalia 134, turn left heading 040.
And our next frequency is going to be Tower 1181. And I've got ahead and put that in.
Negative. Right turn, Alitalia 134. Right turn, heading 040.
In the standby box there.
Fida 45 Whiskey, Copenhagen, approach low identified, climb flight number 70. First, could you say again for Fida 45 Whiskey? Turn right, correction, climb flight level 70.
So that's the cabin ready.
Climb flight level 70 and confirm that remain on the setting. Affirm. Silkway 107, approach low identified, climb flight level 190.
Climbing 190, Silkway 107, thanks.
So we should, after core, we should get further descent vectors down to 3,000 feet, and we'd expect to be at 3,000 feet by that flashing magenta circle where the nav display is bugging out a little bit. Very odd that it's doing that, not sure why.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, turn left heading 045.
We're thick into the cloud now.
Turn left heading 045, Finnair.
Amazingly, no ice on the airframe, which is a little odd, I must say. So one of the things that's changed, as we're seeing happening right now, is
velocity 738, contact Sweden 131275.
I actually tested it 2 days ago. It's been merged into the master, and it's testing the V speeds. So we've selected approach mode, and it's targeting 136 knots, which, as we can see in the magenta at the bottom of the speed tape. But we've now got new rules in place where the aircraft won't let you go through each stage unless something else happens, which is what happens to the real aircraft. So it's holding that green dot speed until we select flaps 1, and the auto throttle is taken over to make sure that we don't
45 Whiskey, restore navigation, direct key marks, and
go
maintain
underneath
flight
that
level
speed until we select flaps 1. And if I select flaps 1, which I will do shortly, you'll see then the speed drop down to the next level, which will be then our point where we'd select flaps 2. And so on.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, resume navigation, direct to key marks, maintain flight level 70.
So now the auto throttle behaves a lot more accurately.
Key marks, could you say the other thing you said for Finnair 45 Whiskey? Maintain flight level 70, please. Okay, direct key marks and maintain flight level 70 for Finnair 45 Whiskey.
Average cargo, Charlie Victor, good afternoon. We are climbing to flight level 70 via Keymax 4 Charlie, departure on runway 228.
So it's very busy.
First KLM 330, contact tower 118.1.
118.1. KLM 330, thank you.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, climb flight level 190.
Popping out of one layer of cloud, which is quite cool.
190.45 Whiskey, climb to flight level 190. Climb to flight level 190 Whiskey.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor, Keymax 4 Charlie, climbing to level 70.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor, hello, identified, climb to flight level 190.
Flight level 190, average cargo 9 Charlie Victor.
So we should shortly get further descent once we pass this waypoint.
Silkway 107, turn left heading 360.
Of core.
Head left turn 360, Silkway 107.
Copenhagen approach, good afternoon, Quantum 20.
That is very true.
With you inbound, Kilo Oscar Romeo, flight level 80.
Quantum 20, approach, hello, identified.
Yeah, especially in the week, it can be very rare to get the sheer scale of the aircraft, the traffic that we've got at the moment going into Copenhagen and out of Copenhagen, which is quite cool. It all depends on how busy it will be on the ground when we get there as to whether or not I'll do a return leg. But the MCDU now can do most of that. The aircraft can do most of that thanks to the A32NX. It still throws a few bugs now and again because of the way that Sobo have programmed it.
Alitalia 134, turn right heading 160.
Right, sir. 160, Alitalia 134.
Alpine 2442, turn left heading 010, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1027.
Left heading 010, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1027, Alpine 2442.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor, left turn direct key marks.
So we know from reading what we did a minute ago, there's just over about 90 miles, track miles to go.
Copenhagen approach.
Well, I don't think that's quite correct. It's more like 60 miles to go.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor, direct key marks please.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor will direct key marks.
Copenhagen approach, good afternoon, Scandinavia 717 with you at flight level 150.
Oh, that spoiler.
717, approach hello identified.
Now I do want to get down to 3,000.
155, set flight level 120, flight level 100.
Departure with Speedbird 13 on speed 2 passing 600 feet.
First beeline 366, approach hello identified, right heading 015, climb flight level 190.
We should be able to see lights.
Second, please.
There is a guy right behind us.
Brussels 366, identified, right turn heading 015, climb level 190.
Let's check,
left
thank you
heading
for subscribing.
105, climb flight level 190. Brussels 366.
Right turn 015, climb to flight level 190.
Right heading 15, flight level 190, Brussels 366.
I say again, heading 015 degrees, climb to flight level 190.
Just send it in text. If you can't understand it, just send it in text.
Turn right heading 015, climb to flight level 190, Brussels 366.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, contact Sweden 131275.
Our next tower controller seems to have gone offline.
Silkway 107, direct Keymax.
Direct Keymax, Silkway 107.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, how do you read?
Approach Speedbird 813, we are now passing 3200.
Finnair 45 Whiskey, contact Sweden 131275.
Just ticking that second layer of cloud here.
Beeline, correction, Brussels 366, turn right heading 050.
Turn
We
right
should
heading
really
050,
be getting
Brussels
further
366.
descent.
Speedbird 813, turn left heading 140, climb flight level 190.
140 and climb 190.
My bad.
Speedbird 813.
Alitalia 134, right heading 190,
Thought that was going to be us.
to left.
Right, 190, clear the floor. And to left with the airport start. Anyone that goes.
Silkway 107, contact Sweden 131275.
Thanks, Sweden at 131275. Thank you very much, Silkway 107.
Copenhagen approach, Finnair 155, set flight level 100.
Alpine 2442, turn left heading 290.
Heading 290 by 2442.
Average cargo 9 Charlie Victor, contact Sweden 131275.
Approach, good afternoon, KLM 11 Bravo, inbound Rosby, flight level 170.
See there, the aircraft is telling us now we're passing our top of descent. That's Speedbird 810, request further descent.
Everything will come in due time. First, Brussels 366, direct Keymax.
Direct to Keymax, Brussels 366.
Approach Alitalia 134, established on our 2 to left.
Contact Tower 1181.
Switch Tower 181, Dubai, anyone that goes.
Brussels 366, contact Sweden, control 118.4, bye-bye.
Going to 118.4, bye-bye, Brussels 366.
Sorry about that, negative 131275.
Mike, what was your altitude at this sort of point
second,
in your
please,
approach? Are you as high as we are right now?
131275.
131275, Brussels 366.
Finnair 155, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1027.
3000 feet, QNH 1027, Finnair 155.
Alpine 2442, turn left heading 250, cleared ILS 2 to left.
Left heading 254, clear for the ILS from 2 to left, Alpine 242.
Speedbird 810, descent 5000, QNH 1027.
Descend 5000, QNH 1027, Speedbird 810. QNH 1027.
And KLM 11 Bravo with you, flight level 140 inbound Tango November.
KLM Level 1 Bravo, hello, identified Chesby 2 Fox, 2 to left.
Say again for 1 Bravo.
Follow Chesby 2 Fox to arrival, runway 2 to left.
Chesby 2 Fox 2 to left,
Love
1 Bravo.
the way they've modelled the weather in
Finnair
here.
155, turn left heading 120.
The sim, it's fantastic.
Left heading 120, Finnair 155. And control, do we need to keep it to 80 knots for KLM 1 Bravo?
1 Bravo,
So interestingly,
negative
the
250.
speed brake doesn't seem to do anything
250
up to
knots, KLM 1 Bravo.
50%. We are getting quite close now. I'd imagine we're going to be vectored slightly towards the end, so we'll have vectors to intercept the ILS. Did you have to hold at 4,000 quite far out, did you? Or can't see any holds on the charts that might define where we could hold around there actually. So we're about here at the
Average
moment.
cargo 9, Charlie Victor, you still with me?
Can't see any holds. Oh, well, we'll run with it. We'll see what happens.
Alpine 2442 established on the ILS runway 2 to left.
Finnair 155, turn right heading 190, cleared ILS 2 to left.
Right heading 190.
So there's a Finnair just in front of us somewhere. So just approaching 5,000 feet.
120, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027, quantum 20.
What? Who's behind us?
Alpine 2442, contact tower 1181.
1181, Alpine 2442.
He's behind us.
Quantum 20, turn right heading 070.
No way.
Turn right 070, quantum 20.
Speedbird 810, turn right heading 110.
Turn right heading 110, Speedbird 810. Why do I get the feeling that this guy's behind us, who was behind us, is shot in front somehow? Hello Josh, welcome back, thanks for tuning in again. We're just landing into Copenhagen at the moment, at the tail end of what looks to have been a very busy event. And I think they're hopping up to Helsinki at the moment, about 50 or so aircraft. I'm just going to go ahead and put this mode on for the time being, just to help see roughly where we are in relation to our flight plan, in front and behind. And we can see that we're just above the glide slope.
Finnair 155 established with the localizer.
It looks like we're being vectored to
Finnair 155,
intercept,
contact tower 1181.
1181, Finnair 155.
but we are losing that glide
Speedbird
slope.
810, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Speedbird 810.
Scandinavian 717, turn left heading 070.
I'm going to try and hurry that descent up
070, Scandinavia 717.
without doing open descent.
Scandinavian 11 Bravo, descend 5000, QNH 1027.
5,000, QNH 1027,
Because I want to get
currently
underneath that glide
reloading, so
slope.
it might take a minute or two. KLM 1 Bravo.
In fact, because 50% doesn't do anything, we'll just open up to 100. The real Airbus doesn't allow you to do that, it doesn't extend beyond 50% in flight. I'm just waiting for that green dot speed, so I can go to flaps 1 now. Yeah, I was looking at altitude constraints yesterday, it all seemed pretty good actually, I must admit. There we are, we're just cutting that.
Skeleton 717,
Right,
left
slow.
Benedict 060.
060, Scandinavia 717.
And then just as that auto throttle kicks in to hold the green dot, just before I'll put in flaps 1, so there we go. And now the auto throttle won't interrupt until we get to that S speed on the speed tape. We should get vectors to turn right
Confirm descent 5000
very
feet, Kilo
shortly
Mama
to
Bravo.
intercept.
Thank you.
Speedbird 810, right turn heading 190, descent 2000, cleared ILS, 2 to left.
Turn heading 190 and descend to 2000 feet, cleared ILS 22 left, Speedbird 810. So I'm just seeing what it does in open descent. And he's told us we cleared ILS, so we can actually press approach mode and start to fly the approach. Stunning water underneath. That's fantastic.
What was that calling?
There's an aircraft in
Oh, you're
front.
far away, 7457, hello, identified. I'll call you back later on, continue descent level 80.
Descent 80.
7717, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descent 3000 feet, QNH 1027, Scandinavia 717.
So a new feature. We shouldn't be able to drop below that F speed.
Quantum 20, descent 2000.
Descent 2000 feet, quantum 20.
Speedbird 810, 160 knots or greater until 4 miles final, contact tower 118.1.
160 knots or greater and contact tower at 118.1. Thank you for your help, Speedbird 810, bye.
Taxi Alpha, North.
1219 is next.
95142, tower 119.35. Image 463, tower 119.35.
40 knot crosswind.
Thank you, 119.35, Emirates 463.
Kastrup Tower, hello, Speedbird 810, ILS 22 left, established.
Speedbird 810, Castle Tower, hello. Runway 2 to left, continue approach, number 2.
Continue approach number 2, Speedbird 810. That's him. You see him in the
Good day,
distance.
Ryanair 2991, holding short, focus towards runway 12. Ryanair 2991, Castle Tower, continue via Alpha, cross runway 12. Continue via Alpha, cross runway 12,
just
Ryanair
intercepting that
2991.
localizer.
North Shuttle 28, correction, North Shuttle 826, Tower
We'll go gear down.
119.35, bye-bye.
Missed approach altitude was 3000, so we'll select that on the altitude knob. Good grief, 36 knots crosswind still. Look at that, 35 knots crosswind.
Finnair 155, runway 2 to left, clear to land, wind is 260 degrees at 17 knots.
Flight sim, weirdly, is, seems to have stabilised somewhat. So we're not doing too badly anymore. Flew out of Copenhagen.
2442, welcome to Copenhagen, taxi Bravo, hold short Zulu, cross runway 12.
Copenhagen the other day and it was absolutely stunning. Flying out.
Alpine 2442, welcome to Copenhagen, taxi Bravo, hold short Zulu, cross runway 12.
1,000 feet.
Taxi Bravo, cross runway Echo Q, Alpha 2.
We have got call outs on this now. There we are, 1,000. We got minimum call outs and things.
Speedbird 810, if not minimum approach speed already, please.
Yeah, minimum approach speed, Speedbird 810. Let's see if we can slow this down a bit more. don't really want. I can't really go slower than that, to be fair. That's a 5 degrees there, so we're about 3.5, 4 degrees. I can't really go slower than that.
Tower, good afternoon, Avia 170, holding short of Foxtrot 1 runway 12. Avia 170, Castor, cross runway 12, taxi via Alpha.
25 knot crosswind.
12, taxi via Alpha for Avia 170.
I can see us have to go around.
Fine, 2991, Tower 119.35.
Tower 11935, Ryanair 2991, bye bye.
Speedbird 810, expect late landing clearance.
Expect late landing clearance, Speedbird 810. Standard. I always get this.
Tower, quantum
Literally, our wheels are about to touch
fully
the ground.
established, runway 22 left.
Speedbird 810, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 20.
100 above.
Cleared land, Speedbird 810. Please, that's ambulance.
Castle Tower, hello, runway 22 left, continue approach number 2.
Continue approach, quantum number 2.
I love these call outs.
Quantum 20.
Great work by the team.
Cine 155 vacated at Bravo 5.
Cine 155, where are you parking?
Just general aviation area, Cine 155.
Cine 155, taxi Bravo, take a right onto runway 30.
Didn't want to tickle the centre line, but we're down.
Right on Bravo to runway 30 and hold short of 22 left, Cine 155.
There we are. Just for any aircraft behind us.
Area 170, contact tower 119.35, bye bye.
Look at the queue for people to pass.
Thank you, bye bye.
There's a Finnair chap there on the
20, runway 22 left, clear to land, wind is 260 degrees at 17 knots.
Clear to land, quantum 20.
So we need to contact ground 1219.
Speedbird 810, welcome to Copenhagen, Bravo, short Zulu, cross runway 12.
Across runway 12 and Speedbird 810.
Speedbird 810 and hold short Zulu.
And hold short Zulu, Speedbird 810.
Scandinavia 717, good afternoon.
So this is where you have to look at a lot of different charts to find Zulu, so I don't crash.
Finnair 155, cross runway 12, correction to the left now.
Hold Zulu.
Crossing runway 22 left, Finnair 155.
Quantum 20, go around, stand up Mr. Roach.
Oh dear, someone's have to go around.
Quantum 20, go around.
Quantum 20, go around.
There we go. So always brief yourself, ready.
Quantum 20, stand up Miss.
Cross runway and hold short.
Scandinavian 717, runway 22 left, clear land, wind is 260 degrees at 17 knots. Clear to land, runway 22 left, Scandinavia 717. Quantum 20, stand up Miss.
Sorry?
Quantum 20, stand up Miss.
Samis.
Quantum 20, contact approach 119.8.
There's someone else that's not been given
119.8. Quantum 20, sorry.
I've not noticed any broken stars. At Copenhagen.
Finnair 155, Castle Tower.
So we are holding at Zulu.
155.
Next time, please be sure to hold short of runway 22 left.
All that.
Yes, thank you. Sorry about that. Finnair 155.
Finnair 155, no problem. Just take any stand.
Only a couple of liveries since the patch.
Speedbird 810, apron 121.9, bye-bye.
Apron 121.9, thank you, have a good day. Speedbird 810, bye.
Bye.
To face north.
This is where I need my stand and my via.
I'm currently pre-programmed for
so we are
push,
here.
but I could face north if you give me a few minutes.
Okay, can you go all the way back to Whiskey 2?
If I'm Scandinavian 4-5.
As in immediately all the way back.
I will have to get back on you.
Okay, just hold for now and you can get the quick pushback very shortly.
Perfect, no rush, 4-5.
Ground Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet for clearance.
2 Delta Juliet, I'll call you back.
Kastrup apron, hello, Speedbird 810. We're currently holding at Zulu via Bravo. Request taxi to the gates.
Speedbird 810, apron, hello to you. Charlie 35 is yours via Romeo.
Charlie 35 via Romeo for Speedbird 810, thank you.
North Shuttle 65, taxi. North Shuttle 65,
nice
taxi, Mike Zulu Alpha, hold short 12.
Mike Zulu Alpha, hold short, runway 12, North Shuttle 65.
Lufthansa 725, ready for taxi.
So ever since this new patch, the model matching files have broke all the liveries and they're all being fixed, but oddly enough, they're not. The only ones that seem to work now
Echo, that's approved, QNH 1027.
are the BA and the Lufthansa. What I need to do is just quickly count how many, so it's the third stand in. Landed on 22 left. 1, 2, 3. So that'll be you there then, Mike.
725, taxi, Sierra, Victor, Yankee, Foxtrot, hold short 12.
Just going to hold because I'm not sure what this guy's doing.
Taxi via Sierra, Victor, Whiskey, hold short, runway 12, Lufthansa 725.
He's gone wrong.
Scanmin 452, you can do short pushback, QNH 1027.
Let's push and start 1017, Canadian 452.
And this guy's pushed facing the wrong way. So this is where apps like Pushback Express are really helpful.
Good afternoon, SAS 7 Victor Tango, stand D5 and information got on board, request Alpha clearance to Oslo.
7 Victor Tango, hello, number 2 for clearance, call back.
So go ahead and turn the taxi light off.
Apart from the Scandinavian, there was another who called for clearance a couple of minutes ago. What's your call sign?
Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet.
Thank you, Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet. You're cleared Helsinki, KMAX 4 Charlie 2 to right, score 4525.
Yeah, brilliant airport lighting.
Roger, cleared Helsinki, KMAX 4 Charlie, departure, squawk 4525. Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet.
Is that you, Mike?
Juliet, correct. Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango, you're ready to copy.
Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet.
Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango.
7 Victor Tango, you're cleared Oslo Gardermoen, Beta 1 Charlie 2 to right, squawk 1732.
Cleared to Oslo via Beta 1 Charlie, runway 22 right, and squawk is 1732, Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango.
7 Victor Tango, correct.
Lufthansa 597, request taxi.
Lufthansa 597, give way to company A320, follow him, Sierra, Victor, Yankee, Foxtrot, hold short 12.
So first Pushback Express cost me about £12, but you can do whatever you want.
A320, Lufthansa 597.
North Shuttle 625, tower 118525.
When it comes to pushing back, and that's quite important.
North Shuttle 65, over.
No, sorry, 118575 it is.
118575.
Oh, interesting tilt.
North Shuttle 941, requesting push and start.
941, push and start, approved, QNH 1027.
Approved, 1027.
The departures...
384 requesting push and start, and Charlie 27.
When you're departing north over the sea,
384, push and
you turn right over the wind farms in the distance.
1027.
Over there, and it's a stunning departure.
Push and start approved, Sierra 1, QNH 1027, Speedbird 384.
So the only liveries that work now are British Airways, Norwegian, Finnair, and Lufthansa for some reason.
Neptune 209, push and start approved,
ever since the patch. And the file hasn't changed, so I don't really know what's gone wrong. But something's changed within the way they look at liveries.
Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet, stand Bravo 6, requesting push start.
Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet, you're able to push back onto Yankee.
Affirmative, sir. Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet.
Speedbird 2 Delta Juliet, push and start approved to Yankee 1 QNH 1027.
Push and start approved to Yankee 1 1027 QNH.
I'm very tempted to do the flight back.
Thank you very much.
15.
Kastrup grounded, this is velocity 102. I think we are at the Bravo
just in case any of you guys are interested, if you did want to do a turnaround, a back-to-back in this, you turn the engines off and the aircraft resets itself, so it brings you back to the page we were on a minute ago.
Kastrup ground, good afternoon, Scandinavian 2837, stand Bravo 15, type A320 Neo, information golf from board, request for clearance to Gran Canaria, please.
Anyway, what you need to do,
37, apron, hello,
go to the init page.
Clear Gran Canaria, Lango 1 Charlie, 2 to right, 0250.
And just type in the new
Good destination as far the Lango 1 Charlie departure 22 right, Scorpio 250, Scandi 2837.
Scandi 2837, correct.
You can put in a new call sign, for example, and a diversion to Gatwick, for example. And then if you return to flight plan, it'll all be blank. So then you can just go ahead and put in a new route.
907 Yankee, ready for push and start, stand Alpha 4.
So let's just
97 Yankee, push and start, approach to Juliet 4, QNH 1027.
Push and start approved to Juliet 4, 1027.
So I don't like to
QNH
pay for things like Navigraph because they're expensive and everybody has a budget.
Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango, stand B5, request startup and pushback.
Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango, push and start approved, QNH 1027.
Push and start approved, QNH 1027, Scandinavian 7 Victor Tango.
So we know 22 right is the departure runway because we're there, and it's already generated a bit of a route for us here. I'm not sure what the wheel 1 echo is. I'd prefer Logan 1 Hotel, to be honest. What's it done? It's
Velocity 102 apron, correction, tower 118,
so Logan 1 Hotel, and we just click fix, and it will create a new thing there. But it might not be a valid route anymore.
725, call tower 118575.
So we need to copy.
118,575, Lufthansa 725.
Go on to Eurocontrol, and there's a free text editor.
118575.
Click there, paste your flight plan and validate, and it'll tell you if it's wrong, and there you go, invalid.
Speedbird 384, request taxi.
Speedbird 384, taxi Romeo, and hold short whiskey.
So, if we go on to
Taxi Romeo, hold short whiskey, Speedbird 384.
There's a tab there that says Sky Vector. Click on that, and it will load that route up that you've generated in SimBrief on Sky Vector. We know that's not correct because it's just told us that. So we'll have our oh dear.
Kastrup ground, Scandi 2837.
We'll have our Logan Lango departure.
Scandi 2837 for start approved, QNH 1027, rates to the south.
We could go direct to Degel.
Face south, QNH 1027.
November 872 airway. Down to Pam. Idrid, Valco, Abned, Logan. So it is a valid route. So we just go ahead and put that in. Lang 1 Charlie departure is what it's telling us we want to go with. So we click from Copenhagen, departure, 22 right, we know is the one in use. Lang 1 Charlie, which is what it's told us on SimBrief. And then we can either click insert and it will put it into the flight plan, as you see Lango there, but it's put it in anyway, and we now have the temporary flight plan. button. So we can click temporary flight plan, find Lango,
Airport China Southern 118 Echo, request taxi to runway.
direct Degel.
China Southern 118 Echo, taxi Alpha, hold short runway 12.
Taxi Alpha, hold short runway 12, China Southern 118.
Then go from Degel, letter revisions page, into Airways, November 872.
Speedbird 384, hold short whiskey.
To Pam.
Speedbird 384, Scandinavian in front.
So that'll now
not
put
sure
in
how long till he's ready for taxi.
all
but,
of the
you'll be behind him.
waypoints up to Pam.
All received, thank you. Speedbird 384.
There we go.
Canadian 452 ready in 1 minute.
Then from Pam, Lima 980 to Logan.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Kastrup ground, Neptune 209 has started, push ready for taxi at cargo landing.
Neptune 209 taxi whiskey, hold short Sierra.
So that's just loaded up that entire airway to Logan.
Hold short Sierra,
And then we need to insert that into the flight plan. And then we need to add our Logan one hotel arrival. Logan 1 hotel.
Kastrup ground, Canadian 452. I'm having some simulator glitches. I'm going to disconnect for you to get the EA or Speedbird out of the way.
Yeah, otherwise I think he can taxi around you. It's not going to be a problem. 384, you're able?
So that's how you plan your return.
Apologies, say again for 384.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
384, aircraft in front is having some technical difficulties. Are you able to cut the corner and take Sierra?
Really busy night in Copenhagen at the moment.
It's going to be tight, but I can turn left onto Sierra.
I'm not going to do the return journey.
384, thank you, Sierra, and then right turn on
That's
to Yankee,
because I don't really have the time. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more content from my channel. Hope you guys have found it enjoyable, enjoyed the video, especially Sierra, the approach and landing on VATSIM.
Yankee and Foxtrot, confirm.
It's great to see such a busy event for Copenhagen Airport.
Hold short 12, Speedbird 384.
Whilst we've been flying in.
China Southern 118 Echo, call tower 118.575.
See, loads of aircraft coming in. There's a couple more landing. Not sure who that is. Default, bit annoying. And there's Mike.
China Southern 118 Echo, call the tower 118.575. Bye bye.
So enjoy your return journey, Mike. It's nice to join you on the airfield. And I'll see you guys again very soon for another live stream. But be sure in the meantime to check out all of my other videos as well. If you've got any questions, just
yeah, 941,
drop me a comment on the video.
Perfect.
And I'll try and get back to you. Likewise, if you have any feedback or if you have any requests,
Papa, Foxtrot, hold short 12.
if you've got any requests, then just let me know.
Hold short 12 to 2837.
Scandinavian Victor Tango, request taxi.
Make sure you subscribe and
Tango, follow company A32NX Neo in front.
Between all of the ATC chat, have a good day, and I hope you guys all stay healthy during these strange coronavirus times. See you soon.
I'm going to Scandinavian 907 Yankee, ready for taxi.
Scandinavian 97 Yankee, taxi Lima, Zulu, hold short taxiway Alpha.
Lima Zulu, hold short of Alpha for Scandinavian 907 Yankee.